Hey, what's going on, guys? So I have some great news. Okay, it's not great news, but it's good news. I was playing poker today, and I went and sat down at a cash game table. And if you know poker, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you can kind of look it up or kind of figure it out. Well, anyway, I sat down at a cash game with $100. The minimum was 60, and the maximum you can start out with to buy in for was 70% of the biggest stack at the table. So anyway, I sat down. I started with $100, so I figured I'd play with that, and it was just $1 and $2 blinds. So yeah, I just sat there for like an hour and a half, and then I made $77 tonight. So like an hour and a half. Basically, I just sat there and waited for some good cards. Because basically in cash games, good cards are the only cards that are played most of the time. The rest of them are just fold. If you're at a full table anyway. But yeah, I made $77 an hour and a half, so that's not bad at all. I don't know. I think I've told you I liked playing poker before, but I like doing that. Me and my dad actually got me into it. I got into it like at 16 years old, and I started playing online, even though you kind of had to be 18 to create an account. They were just play chips at the time, so it wasn't real money. I was playing online, but that's how I learned how to play poker online. And my dad got me into it, and I was doing that for a while. And then as soon as I turned 18, I could play in charity games. They say they're charity, but I'm sure I don't know how much actually goes to charity, but that's how 18-year-olds, at least in Indiana, can play, to actually win some money. So that's when I kind of started poker. Was 16 years old, and I'm 22 now, and I like it. Since then I've lost a lot of money playing tournaments. Basically just like $20 buy-in tournaments, with like maybe some of them had like 100 people, and then others like 50 people, but the most I've ever cashed out for in a tournament was like $400, and I think I'm gonna start doing this cash game stuff, because you can make money fast playing cash game poker, and also you can lose money fast. But I happen to make money decent amount pretty fast. You just have to be patient, wait for the cards, post your blinds out there, even though if you don't get any hands, and just you kind of have to know what you're doing. I'm definitely not the best poker player, but I'm learning every day, and one of my goals is to go to a World Series of Poker event in Las Vegas someday. I know they have. I don't know I forget what their lowest tournament buy-in is, but their highest is the main event, which is $10,000. But I don't think I would ever risk that unless I would, get really good at playing tournament poker anyway. But I kind of want to do these cash games, see how much money I can make, because if I sit down at a table and make like, I put 100 down and then I make 50, like I'm at 150 sitting in front of me, I'll cash out, because the places around here you can play cash games pretty much every day. So if I go like 3 times a week, $50, if I make $50 each time, that's like 600 extra a month. So yeah, that's pretty good. I might start playing some more poker. Definitely get my they call it a bankroll of poker. Like basically, I started with $100 tonight, and I left with 177. So what I'm gonna do is put that 77 aside and take the 100 back there, another day or something like that, and then see what I can make with that, and then put that aside, and just keep putting money aside, and then eventually, like long ways down the road, you can play in better games, for more money and stuff like that. But that's when you start getting into like being a professional at poker players, because poker players, they can live on playing poker. Like that's how they earn their living. They play cards for a living. But it actually involves a lot of skill, but also involves some luck as well. And it's a big mental game, I think. And That's the part I like about it. The mentality of the game. It's like figuring out what they have, trying to bluff people. I don't bluff too often, but sometimes I'll get in there and bluff. But I hardly ever show what I got unless unless I have a pretty big stack and I just want to show them, hey, I'm not bullying you, since I have so many chips and you have so little, I'm not just trying to make you go all in. So, yeah, just one thing about me, I like to play poker, I'm specifically talking about Texas Hold'em, which you're just dealt 2 cards and then 5 cards face up that everybody can use, and you have to make the best. You have to get the best hand. There's like 5 rounds of betting or 6 rounds of betting or whatever, and you have to make the best possible hand out of 5 cards. So the best hand tonight I had was 2 pair, and honestly, cash games, like, really, you really don't get too many big hands, but because a lot of people fold. But in tournaments you see a lot of stuff. You'll see a lot of crazy stuff because people limp in tournaments. But cash games, you really have to have some good cards before you actually, get in there. And I like watching the World Series of Poker on TV when it's on. But anyway, I'll stop rambling about this. But yeah, just let you know it's a little bored about me. I like doing some poker sometimes. I would love to. Once I have my own house one day, like have like a little game room and have some guys over to play poker. Have my dad over and one of my friends. I know he plays some poker, and so anyway, that's pretty much all I got for today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys some other time. I always say some other time because, well, not always. Okay, shut up. I'll see you sometime when I make another video, obviously. Okay, bye.